Listen up, everyone. This might be the most important video that you see. In all cases in which a state shall be party, the Supreme Court shall have original jurisdiction. Notice that it says a party and not parties. This is singular and not plural. This would be a normal case identifier, state of versus you. Notice that a state has become a party in the cause.
My friends, my name is Tanwood Downing. I'm a national civil rights advocate and litigator here in Washington, D.C., fighting every single day for your freedoms and rights guaranteed by the Constitution of the United States of America. This particular provision of Article 3, Section 2, it guarantees that any time that a state becomes a party in a cause, that state is no longer assumed to be neutral and biased to act as the judge in the cause. And as a result, our founders and forefathers who framed our Constitution ensured that there is a separation of powers and that the state does not have the ability to oversee its own case. As a result, any time that a state chooses to become a party in a cause, the state no longer has jurisdiction to oversee that cause. And the Constitution has assigned that obligation explicitly to this institution right here behind me. The rationale behind this decision derives from the maxim of law that no man can be judge of his own case, any more than a state can be judge of its own case. Article 3, Section 2 of the United States Constitution clearly states that in all cases in which a state shall be party, the Supreme Court shall have original jurisdiction. I'm now in the final stages of bringing up this case to the United States Supreme Court so we can argue it on behalf of you and your families in order to secure the liberties that have been taken from you through the ignorance of this government. There are a few things that I need from all of you in order to bring this case across the finish line and secure the voiding and nullification of literally millions of judgments and to get you and your families restored. This includes criminal adjudications in which the state has become a party, as well as family court adjudications when the state agents became the accuser in that particular cause. Remember, any time that a court acts without jurisdiction, what it produces is completely void without force or effect in accordance with Civil Rule 60b-4. I ask all of you to please help me help you get your families restored. The reason why the United States Supreme Court does not believe that they have the constitutional obligation to oversee any case in which a state is a party is because of the unlawful and unconstitutional conduct of this institution right here behind me. Let me explain. You see, in 1925, the United States Congress passed the Judicial Reform Act. This act was drafted by the Supreme Court Chief Justice Taft. In want of efficiency, Mr. Taft intentionally wrote into this act a number of elements which removed the obligation that the Constitution had assigned to the judiciary. One of which is that the Supreme Court only has to oversee cases in which states are a party. My friends, even acts of Congress must comply with the Constitution of the United States of America, or else they too are unconstitutional. There's one way to change the Constitution, and that is through an authentic and explicit act of the people in accordance with the special amending procedure of Article 5. It cannot be done through legislative fiat. Therefore, the provision, Article 3, Section 2, and its obligation assigned to the United States Supreme Court to oversee any case in which a state is a party stands as plainly written in the Constitution for the United States of America. I ask all of you to please share this video. Share it everywhere that you can with everybody that you know. Let's make sure that this message reaches every single one of its intended recipients. So that if, in the distant future, some person, some state, some faction, or some government attempts to challenge the powers upon which the Temple of Justice has been built, we will provide a record to them that their actions will be futile. Jessica and I love you so much, and we thank you for letting us serve you and your family. And together, we shall be free.